Yeah.
Okay, so we're a little past 11:30, and I'm going to turn now to Grant to questions that have been coming in from our audience. So, and to those of you who have sent questions, thank you very much. And I see some overlap, so I'm going to try to kind of combine them. I see a lot of concern about the financial implications of all of this, and we'll maybe try to touch on that a little bit again at the end. Otherwise, that's really our focus of next week's conversation. One question here about, for those kids who don't go to college in the fall, either because let's say they've had a financial setback and they need a year to recover, or because for whatever that reason might be. The question is it better for them to take online courses at a community college or a gap year? So I guess sort of how will colleges sort of weigh what they do during that time off, or any kinds of guidance on that?
Right. It is a little complicated because there's a system called deferral. So normally, by which I mean in a normal year, a student would receive, let's say, a few offers of admission, and then the student would decide, I'd like to attend this particular college, and the student would then contact the college before accepting the offer and say, I'd really like to attend, but I'd like to put off my matriculation date for 1 year. Would that be okay? And in a normal year, colleges would typically say, sure. They might say, what are you planning to do? Just because they'd be interested to know. But normally they would say, yes, you can do that. At which point the student would then say, okay, I accept the spot. We're in a funny situation now. Most students have accepted spots or not at colleges. I mean, essentially all the kids in our class have, but some colleges did move their notification date, the date on which students notify colleges that they're going to attend, to June 1st. So there still are some kids who are making decisions. The complication is that once you've said, yes, I'm coming, then you can contact that college and say, I'd like to put off my matriculation for a year. But this year, they're less likely to say yes, because they're worried about having enough kids matriculated in the fall as it is. So that's an added complication. If they say, okay, and a student's plan is to take some community college courses and try to get some general education credits taken care of, the student needs to make absolutely sure that the place at which he or she expects to matriculate the following year or semester is okay with that and agrees to accept those credits. And that will depend, but you need to follow through and ask. And the other thing is, if you say, I'm not coming because I have other issues, the college may say, okay, fine, but then you may have to reapply to that institution or other institutions to then have a seat in the fall of 2021 or whenever it is that you want to begin studying.
Right. Okay. Right. Everything's different this year, right? Deferral, everything.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's different and sort of yes and no. It's very uneven. And I am seeing that some colleges and universities, of course, typically the ones with the deepest pockets and the most resources, are the slowest to say, yes, we need to make some changes. Others that know that it could be a mortal blow to them if they can't have some kind of on-campus presence in the fall. They just can't afford to have a big dip in the number of kids who matriculate, are turning themselves inside out to come up with appealing hybrid options, on-campus alternatives that can be safe and well monitored. Across the country, people are racking their brains about how to do this 24 hours a day.